Hello, are you here to debate?
I am, yeah. I was just watching the stream.
All right. What's your name, major pronouns?
My name's Myers. I'm 22, and I'm a man, big man.
Okay. What pronouns do you prefer to be called?
Him.
All right, cool. Do you think people should vote for Donald Trump?
No, I'm a moderate. I'm pretty staunch on that too. But I was just listening to debate. I wanted to call in. I kind of appreciate your gun control position. Like you're reasonable because I heard that you do support pistols and shotguns. So we might have a few disagreements, but I like that. Because there's a lot of liberals these days that aren't so reasonable.
Okay. No problem.
As a moderate, I'm always looking for, ways to cross the board. So on gun control, I kind of agree that I think, to piss off some of the Trumpers, but I do think assault weapons should be banned. But I think that people should be able to carry pistols, shotguns, rifles, stuff like that for home defense, self-defense.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Are you planning on voting in this election?
No, I'm not going to vote because I don't like either candidate at all. I think they're both terrible, and I don't think that they stand for the American people, either one of them.
Okay, well then today we don't really have much to talk about, friend.
Well, I was going to ask you, the primary reason I don't like Kamala Harris is the unrealized gains tax. So I was wondering what you think about that, and if you think it's going to negatively affect the middle class and young people trying to buy homes.
No, I don't think it will because it's only going to be implemented on households making over $100 million a year. And I think that those people have plenty of money to pay the 25% income tax that they're going to be receiving. The unrealized
gain tax?
Yeah,
That's on
the unrealized,
the unrealized.
No, it is the unrealized. No, it's just that they're adding unrealized gains into they're folding it into income. So when they're taxed on their taxable income every year, they have to count unrealized gains as a part of that taxable income. Which I agree with because
that it's over 100 million. So it's not for people under that.
Nope, it's just households households that make over 100 million.
So you make over 100 million a year, and then you pay. Okay, well,
and then what you would do is you just add
that's more reasonable than I thought it was.
Yeah, once you make over 100 million, you just add your unrealized gains into as a part of your income every year, and then it's a 25% tax on that income and gain.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because I was kind of worried about that because it's just so hard to save up money these days, right? Like expenses are so high that I was worried that, I know a lot of young people were trying to save up to get down payments to get our own house one day, right?
Well, I mean, Kamala Harris is giving down payment assistance too.
Gains.
She's giving down payment assistance too. She's giving $25,000 in down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. And this is
I saw that. I didn't mind that. I mean, that doesn't seem too bad actually. I don't know. I'm not an economist, so I don't know overall how it's going to affect the economy. I have heard that Nixon did that way back in the 70s, and some economists said that it didn't go so well. But I'm not gonna front like I know how that's going to go. Maybe it'll be a great thing, and I'll happily take the $25,000 for a house. Why not?
Well, then I don't know, but it seems like you should want to vote for Kamala then.
Well, here's the thing, though. I'm not really with the divisive social push you guys have, like the whole threat to democracy. I have friends that are Republicans,
I have friends that are
Democrats. I have families that's Republicans, family that's Democrats, and the language these days. And I'm not going to say that the Republicans don't have some of it too, but the language these days is so incredibly divisive, and some of the accusations, and then some of the hypocrisy, right? Like, I don't think the 2022 election was stolen, but I also don't think the 2016 election was stolen. So the Democrats say the 2016 election was stolen, and the Republicans say the 2022 election was stolen. Like, how's that work?
So really quick, the Democrats don't claim that the 2016 election was stolen. They just claim there was interference.
They say all that Russia collusion stuff.
Well, yeah,
right?
they say there was interference by Russia. To be honest, like as a moderate
looking at the outside, that seemed to me like a nothing burger. There was nothing there.
Wait, hold on. The Russian collusion was proven to be true. Russia's doing it again. Russia's doing it again now. Russia's literally doing it again now.
It didn't come out and make a report, and then all the news basically had to come out and be like, Well, it turns out there's not as much there as we thought. And if something did come from it, then how come he still managed to become president?
Well, because
So it's
they
really such a
determined
big
that
deal.
they determined that it wasn't enough. Like there was like what happened was Russia was influencing people by spreading misinformation. This is going to be a vastly different claim, because even if people were influenced by misinformation, they still cast a free, fair vote. That's a vastly different claim than the claim Trump made, which was that the election was fraudulent and there was fraudulent voting happening. These are just two completely different claims.
Well, Hillary Clinton just recently came out. What'd she say? She said Jill Stein was a plant and Tulsi Gabbard was a plant.
Yeah, I'd probably claim Jill Stein as a Russian plant too.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
It seems like she was kind of trying to play the foul play as well. She was also kind of trying to win the election by claiming that it wasn't fair, right?
Hillary conceded. The next day, Hillary said that she lost. She conceded the election. So her making claims that the election had interference is not her not conceding, right? Like if I lose, if I'm playing football and I lose, but I go, well, the refs seem to be pretty on the side of the other team. I'm not saying I didn't lose. I'm saying that there was just seemed to be some sort of outside interference.
Okay,
but again,
yeah,
Donald Trump started an entire insurrection.
The MAGA Trumpers say the exact same thing you're saying right now.
No,
right?
The MAGA Trumpers claim that there was fraudulent votes, that people fraudulently voted. Not that there was outside information, that there were made up votes, that Biden didn't get as many votes as he actually did, that there were people voting who were dead. Like that's completely different claims, to the point where Trump literally started an insurrection.
Well, but the Democrats, okay, that's fair. It is a slightly different claim, but the Democrats did say that, potentially Trump would have lost the election if there wasn't Russia collusion, right?
Yeah, but do you notice the words that they use there? Do you notice the words that they use there? Trump would have lost the election. Just in that phrase alone, they're conceding that Trump won. They're saying he won, and that he might have lost if things were different. But they're conceding to the fact that he won.
I see the distinction you're making, where it's the difference between conceding, right, even though you think the election is unfair, and refusing to concede, even though you think the election is unfair. So I see the difference there. But I would also say that just like the poor sportsmanship, that I see on the left right now is disheartening to me, for sure.
Can you tell me what's bigger poor sportsmanship? The way that the left operates, or trying to overthrow the government to make it so that you won an election? I think one of these is way worse sportsmanship.
Yeah, that's true. And listen, I'm a moderate. I agree with you. I think that was fucked up. But at the same time, it's like they've tried to kill Trump twice just recently. They say he's a threat to democracy. They completely disparage anybody that supports him.
These are my friends. These are my family. Agree that
I've got friends and family on both sides.
You agree that he hold on, friend. You agree that he tried to start an insurrection. But you're upset that the left says that Trump tried to overthrow democracy? That's exactly what starting an insurrection is.
This is the reason I'm a moderate, right? I absolutely don't agree with what Trump did, at the Capitol. But at the same time, I think the left's dialogue recently has been really dangerous. It definitely has.
Can you just answer me a question? Do you think that somebody who engages in a violent insurrection to overthrow the election should be able to run for president?
Well, okay, but that's a little different. So violent insurrection.
It was a violent insurrection.
It a little bit. Was it a violent insurrection, or did he tell people to go protest at the Capitol? And he shouldn't have done that.
Hold on.
Did
you read the over 200-page indictment that came out literally 2 days ago?
When I think of like a violent, and I know there was some clash between a few protesters and cops, but I guess
a woman died, police officers died.
There needs to be a little. I mean, come on, that was a weak violent insurrection. If that's what that was.
What?
There's like when you look at revolutions in other countries, there's people dead on the streets, massive chaos. So yeah, I agree with you. That was an insurrection.
Can you see
calling it like a violent, like a major insurrection? Let's be honest. It was like a little baby insurrection.
Hold on. Can you see the screen right now? Can you see the computer screen, like the stream?
Here, let me pull it up. 3 people died. Yeah, see, exactly. That's what I mean. Only 3 people died, right?
I just want to know if you can see the stream. I just want to know if you can see the stream.
Insurrection. I think of more people dying than that.
I just want to know if you can see the stream. because I would say what's going on,
No,
what
I
I'm
can only
looking
see the
at.
chat, but you're frozen on it right now.
Okay, well, it was definitely violent. I think the claim it wasn't violent is nonsense. They were destroying windows, breaking windows. They were beating up cops. A woman got shot. They were yelling "Hang Mike Pence" over and over again. To claim this wasn't
Yeah,
violent is
no, it was
nonsense.
terrible. I totally agree with you. I
Yeah, but
don't think, and I'm not voting for
it's not
Trump,
violent, to
but
claim it's not violent is
at the
nonsense.
same time, I
That's
have to push
nonsense.
back. You're talking about it like we're talking about some revolution here. Like you're talking about the French Revolution,
No, it was an
There's no
insurrection.
guillotines that got whipped out,
It
right?
wasn't in. They literally chanted "Hang Mike Pence" over and over again.
Yeah,
What do you think would have happened? What do you think would have
I live in
happened
Portland.
if the
People will chant some things in
hold on,
protest that
friend.
they don't necessarily mean.
Hold on. What do you think would have
At
happened?
Portland protests, I've seen, and I have some friends in that protest. I don't necessarily agree with them on everything.
I'm
but
sorry.
they'll
So
chant,
you believe
all cops are bastards. They'll chant things like that. They
nobody
don't
chants kill the
necessarily
cops.
mean it. Would any of those people actually kill a cop in private? No, but they're expressing their frustration for the overall system. So I think you have to put some leeway in protest.
Nobody's chanting "kill the cops," right? It's not happening.
No, they do. They definitely do. Yeah.
No, they don't.
Well, where do you live?
What does that matter?
It matters a lot because it depends what type of protest you've seen.
I've seen all sorts. Nobody's chanting "kill the
cops."
cops."
All sorts. Well, I live in Portland. I've seen the Antifa protests, and I'll say, like I said, I have some friends that are, have extreme political views in that region. I don't agree with them on a lot of things. But it doesn't mean we can't still be friends. But definitely, dude, Antifa is pretty extreme with what they'll chant in protests and stuff. So that's what I mean. As a moderate, I see a lot of hypocrisy these days, where you're willing to call out protesters on one side for a certain rhetoric, but the exact same type of rhetoric from a protest on your own side, you're completely unwilling to hold them accountable.
Because the rhetoric doesn't exist. You are claiming.
Right, but that's delusion, right? And that's the same thing the Republicans say.
Not.
So the Republicans, if you ask them about the Capitol, they say the rhetoric doesn't exist. It's Antifa.
Can you show evidence?
Violent.
I'm sorry. Can you show the evidence? Can you show the evidence? Can you show the evidence?
The evidence of Antifa acting violently?
No, I want to see evidence of people chanting "kill the police."
Evidence of people chanting "kill the police."
Yes, that's the claim.
I could probably dig up some stuff like that.
Great.
I don't know if I want to spend my day doing that.
Once you have that, come back. Once you have that, come back. When you have that evidence, you can come back.